does a gay horse eat? Hey! Stephen Manuel here. I feel like utter shite. My god, keto is fucking awful. Oh, it just totally fucks everything up. Like, everything feels heavy. Your walkouts feel heavy. Your really sub-maximal reps feel heavy. You just feel like I got out of breath walking from one end of the gym to the other to get a couple of 20 kilo plates today. Just got no fucking energy. I'm running on nothing. So it's meant to be refeed day on Wednesday, but I'm gonna have it on Tuesday, which is tomorrow at the time of me recording this. So I've got one more session to do before I have my day off. So I'm gonna do that session and then have a bit of a refeed. But man, I can't wait for that refeed. I fucking need it. Like it's the way the thinking that I've got with this is like, if I do it on Tuesday, it means I can have another refeed on Sunday, and then I can time it so it happens every Sunday from there. It's still like 4 or 5 days after. But man, I need it because I head fucked myself today because I'm not really running on carbs, and your decision making is very, very foggy when you're in that state. So like basically what happened was I did my single at 305 and it felt okay. Well, it felt shit if I'm honest, but when I looked at it, it looked okay. So last week I squatted 265 for 5 and it was tough. Like, I don't think there was another rep there, but I know that I always fire better in the second week. So I figured I'll go for 270 for 5. Stood up with it, absolutely horrendous. Walked back with it, absolutely horrendous. Did the first 2 reps and I was convinced my shit was all over the place. I thought my knees were coming in, I thought my hips were rising up too early. I thought I was good morning the way up. But then again, I looked back at the camera after the first 2 reps, when I racked it after 2 reps, and then looked at the camera, the video, and I was like, well, they actually look really good. So I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it again, and just I'm not gonna stop myself too soon. Like, I'll know this time that if I do feel like stopping, it's just the fucking keto talking. So I went for it and I fucking nailed it. This is a PB for me. Before this, last week 265 for 5 was a PB. I think the previous I'd hit was 260 for 4. That was like the better PB around in that range. And it feels like there's more there. I think with a few more weeks of this, I should be able to get 275, maybe even 280. I feel like with a few more weeks of pushing these kinds of loads in on this kind of scheme as well, I really do feel like I'm going to be in a position where I can potentially triple 300. Oh my god, I've got a white on at the thought of that. Whoo! Okay then, so put on Facebook the day that I didn't have any performance drop-offs from this first 8 or 9 days of keto, and I had the worst session of my fucking life today. So going home, got me goodies, got some crunchy nut cornflakes, got a donut, got some fajitas, white rice, all that sort of shit, and I'm just gonna knock myself into a fucking coma, but I'm gonna aim to sort of like just get in the kind of carbs that I was getting in when I was actually eating well before, which is about 400 to 500 grams, something like that. I'm not going to go absolutely crazy. And we'll just see what happens with the body weight tomorrow. I don't think it's going to totally fuck me head up if I'm a little heavy, but I won't know until I actually see that weight. And remember, for me, this is just a means to an end. I'm just doing this to get down to about 109, something like that. Then a bit more manageable, slowly bring carbs back in, and then after that, you know, like, I'll be fine from there, because I'll be able to just keep to a consistent level of macros and not be a fat twat all the time. But I've been putting a few bits in, like cardio, before I start doing my lifting. Because if I do cardio towards the end of the session, I'm just not interested in it. So if I do it first when I'm fresh, like, I'm always going to get the lifting done, so I don't really mind doing that after the cardio. But yeah, I'm feeling optimistic about this. Hopefully another 3 or 4 weeks of this shit, and I'll be back to get some carbs in prep for the Arnold. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Ocean seas, you carry me from the shores to the stars. Fucking keto.